Guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones, finding room at the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They go play action here on first down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, let's go!
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Let's go. Stop.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Stop. On.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It'll buy some time right. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Kendall Beckwith coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The first carry here for Jaquiz Rodgers. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Whoa! Let's get it.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Complete, he finds Bray. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Winston. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A give to Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Cameron Brate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw here. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And Ginn's got it. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Base 24. Eagle 44.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have. And
with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll go option to the short side. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
On play action, they'll throw. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, here's Kamara. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, it's Kamara. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score. And the Saints get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll go with a keeper. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Ready.
They go play action. Winston. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ready. Black 22.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Let's go
The
now.
Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Follow. Come on out here. Come get some.
And the blitz does come. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Blitz. Oh, yeah.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Ginn. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Race 24. And it's a black 29. Right 20.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go. Right 20. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun. Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That'll be a gain of 16, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
11. 11.
On 1st down, Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, two. Hey, check. Check.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston here to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Hey. 5-0, okay? Sonic! Green, Triple C! Watch two. Sonic! Let him go!
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Noah Spence, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Ginn has it complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Bucs, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.